Hello everybody, thanks so much for watching Project Volunteer. I'm your host Randy Lanham. Today we're here in Evansville, Indiana, working with an organization called SAWS, which builds wheelchair ramps for folks in need. I can't wait for you to see all the good action we got in store for you today. Thanks for watching. No, that was actually perfect.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do, or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
So Andy, thank you so much, first of all, for allowing me to come crash your party, so to speak. You're building a wheelchair ramp, right, for a disabled veteran.
That's exactly right, for Mr. Fetzer. I think that's the way you pronounce his name.
So first of all, let's just start by telling the folks about SAWS. What is SAWS?
Okay, so SAWS is an ecumenical ministry. We are faith-based, but with no particular denomination or anything. We have built with the Jewish synagogue here in Evansville. We have all kinds of church members, and we have lay people and people who've never attended church come help us. But our intent is to provide home access to people who can't afford to do that themselves. So they go through a process where we have what we call a customer service representative call them, figure out the kinds of needs they have. And for instance, in this case, Mr. Fetzer could not get in and out of his house. He's wheelchair bound. He had no way with 3 or 4 steps to get in and out of his house.
Right.
And so we're going to build this ramp that allow him to get out to the sidewalk and have access to his back. It is income-based, so they have to be below a certain income level. And then we'll bring the volunteers, all the materials that we get through donations, and by the time we end today, he'll be running his wheelchair up and down this ramp. So.
What a great ministry you all have. I mean, truly, I mean, I've never heard, I apologize, I've never heard of SAWS before, and I was so glad to learn about your organization and the what you are providing for this community and I guess all over, right? Is it all over the country? Tell us about the reach of SAWS.
So SAWS started in Indianapolis, and they've now expanded to all of Indiana. There's a group that we actually trained. John did most of it. Trained the manager, the project manager in Mount Carmel. So they've built a couple in Illinois. We have some in Tell City. So we've now expanded from Vanderburgh County. We've grown from Evansville to Vanderburgh County to all of southern Indiana now.
Wow.
We cover the entire state. We also have a SAWS organization in Virginia and one in Arizona. So these are people that started in Indianapolis, have moved out from the Indianapolis area and started a SAWS ministry in those areas.
So you was telling me you all come here, do a site evaluation, and then you figure out exactly the size of the ramp you need. You kind of build the kit at another place.
That's exactly right.
And then you drive it in here on this Saturday morning, happens to be, and then it's like a puzzle, right? It's like a big puzzle. You piece it together?
So Wednesday night, we had another set of volunteers. Several of the people that are here today were also here on Wednesday night. But these ramp pieces and the things that look like frames, we built all those at our workshop, which is hosted by Bethany Christian Church. And we're very thankful for them to give us a garage space and a shelter house so we can what we call prefab. We can do all that. If the weather is bad, we move inside. If it's nice, we try to do it outside.
Yeah.
Load this trailer on Wednesday night, and everything we need is cut to, 90% of what we need is cut to spec. All the deck boards are cut, all the posts and all the framing's done, and we kind of take piece 1, hook piece 2 to it, and follow our way down. The challenge is when we get to the end.
Right.
We got to figure out how we can make that work for the client when we get down at the end. But
right.
Everything else is.
I'll tell you
if
what.
You can read numbers, you can work on this project. So.
Sounds like you got it figured out. So let me ask you this: if a person, maybe in their community, maybe they don't have a saws, and maybe they want to start something like that. What's a website or some information that they can get?
So we're more than glad to help people expand. Like I said, we've got some people going in Illinois now. The best way to make contact is to go to sawsramps.org.
Okay.
And if they go to that website, there's a contact form that will put them in touch with our Indianapolis people, and we'll work. If you're from around southern Indiana, they'll connect them to us, and then we'll work with them to try to get another ministry started. For instance, if somebody wanted to do this in Owensboro, we'd be more than glad to go over there and help train them, get them set up. It's really a very simple process to make the ramp. We do very little digging. Everything sits above the ground. I personally didn't think it was going to work when I first saw it 4 or 5 years ago, but this is a great system, and it's very easy for anybody to. Not today with this client, but many times a client will be sitting out here watching us build the ramp.
Right.
We have one guy who comes, and his primary job is to sit there and talk to the client.
Yeah.
So he answers his questions or her questions, tells them what's going on. And it's just, our focus is on the client.
Right.
We build the ramp, but our focus is on the client.
Yes.
So there's as much ministry that goes on and goodwill that happens talking to the client as
Absolutely.
there is.
Absolutely. Andy, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Now, I came here to help today, so
All right.
you just said a person can be working in 10 minutes. So
I can get you on the job.
maybe I can find me some gloves and some glasses and go do some work.
We'll definitely do that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
All right.
I'm gonna put my gloves on, and I need you to let me do some work with you. So what do you want me to do?
Okay, so all these boards need to be turned. See how that grain goes like that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's for the weather, so that it,
Okay.
so it doesn't chip.
Okay.
So I've already turned these, but if you want to go through those
Okay. Turn
and
them
just
all
look
that
at the
way.
end of them and make it hump like a ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all are basically just taking these, they're already cut to size, and you're just screwing them in.
Yeah, see, on a weeknight, they work at a church parking
Prefab.
lot. Yeah, and so they cut all those thin.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and John is the one that does all the planning.
Right.
So he tells you how, what to length to make
Yeah.
them and everything. Yeah.
Now, am I official now? I got my gloves and my glasses? Gloves and glasses, that's all we need to do. So why is it that you're out here volunteering?
Well, I'm a carpenter anyway, so I've been doing carpentry work for 48 years. And so when I heard about this, our church pastor made an announcement one week that if anybody wanted to volunteer, and so I thought, I just retired, so I thought I'd been wanting to volunteer at something, and this is right up my alley. So
Good deal.
yeah.
Well, that's
Simple as
perfect.
that.
How would you encourage other people to get involved with a place like Saul's, or maybe this is not for them, but volunteering? What would you tell them?
It's rewarding. You do something with your time instead of laying on the couch, and other people benefit, and you benefit too.
That's right. Don't you all agree? I mean, I hear this so much because we do this TV show. We're all over the place. I hear so many people say, I think sometimes I get blessed more than the people I'm out here blessing.
Well,
Or
yeah,
just as
that's
much.
true. Yeah. Like
I mean,
when you
it's-
give a Christmas gift, it's more fun to.
Yeah,
give
it
one.
is, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's great. Well, okay, so I'm going to turn some
Yeah,
boards.
so that only takes a few minutes, and then you're going to start
All right, sounds good.
putting screws to it. Okay, so we're ready to do this one here. aren't we?
All right.
All right, so here you go.
Thank you. 2 screws in every one?
Yeah. So since this is a long run, these are double, where ordinarily they're just single. So we're going to go with the one closest to that direction on every. In other words, here we're going to put 2 screws, here,
Okay.
here, just like what we've done there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Put the other one in here?
Yep.
That's it.
Oops.
It's a little tricky to get them started, but then they'll fix themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
Was that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
How long you been been a volunteer
Oh gosh,
here
probably
at Saul's?
4 years or 5 years.
Yeah.
And Andy's the one that roped me into it. We go to the same church. Mm-hmm. So it's fun. It gets me out of the house, and you get to help some people.
Yeah. So it was word of mouth, so to speak. You go
Yeah.
to church with Andy. He said, "Hey, we're doing this Saul's where we build wheelchair ramps," and
Yes.
you came on board, and you've been doing it now for 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
I bet you love it, don't you?
It is. It's fun.
I mean, that's why you're still here, right?
It's not as much fun when it's really hot.
Right.
July and August aren't as much fun, but yeah.
Hey, like right now,
Oh.
this weather's pretty nice.
It
Ain't
is. It's about perfect right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I am a volunteer in training.
Okay.
So I've been helping with different projects, but I noticed you was up here putting the rails on.
Yes.
That's something I haven't helped with yet. So
Okay.
hey, let me put on my official glasses.
Yes, please
Got my
do.
gloves.
The gloves.
All right. Now I'm ready.
Okay. So you see we've got some gauges here. You can call them gauges. Mm-hmm. That we use to put things at the right height. I put a clamp on that one. So I'm going to put a screw in this end. So if you'll just hold that end
Yes, sir. I can do that.
on that gauge as I lift it up. And then I'll tell you what else you can do.
Yes, sir.
Take that and put it. So the way that board is sitting there, we want this edge flush with that, so they're even.
So okay, I got you. So when we go this way, it's all even. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so that board that comes up from below will butt into that
Yeah.
where that orange board is.
A wet woman's gauge because they're a little bit thicker sometimes.
A little bit thicker. Okay. So about right there.
Okay?
Maybe. Yeah. That's good. No turning back.
Yep, and then I'm gonna put one down here to hold it.
Even though you'll just grab the bottom there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that'll hold that.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to put a couple more screws in here.
Sure thing. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, that is tall enough. You're
Yep.
gonna just do one here and one here?
Yep.
Something like that?
Matter of fact,
Man,
we'll
these tools
put
are
two
great.
more in there, just
more.
like here and here.
Okay. One up here. And one
Yep.
a little bit lower.
One about there.
Okay.
Now the orange board,
Yeah.
you can set it like this, up against that post.
Inside
Yep.
or outside?
Yep,
Okay.
like that, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Then we're going to take one of these for the bottom, and then we're going to do the same thing with that
Gotcha.
board
Okay.
to position it. All right, and then if you want to put a screw,
Yes, sir.
couple screws there. Yep, good. Okay.
All right.
Now we're going to set this one like this,
Okay.
right there,
And put a third one.
and this will go probably, let me flip this one. Like that. And then pull your little piece of wood there and
Gotcha.
make that flush again.
And we are flush.
Okay.
I want to leave that there until I get one screw in it, right?
Yep.
Anyway, gotcha. And then I can pull that out.
You can kind of see you get 2 or 3 groups doing things to kind of
Yeah.
keep it moving along.
Absolutely. That's awesome. You all got it down.
Well, we,
Got a good system.
yeah. John and Andy do a pretty good job of laying this stuff out in advance. Okay.
Man, I appreciate you
bet.
teaching me what to do here.
Sure.
It makes perfect sense. And now that I'm here and I've gotten to do a few of these jobs, I can see how it all is flowing together. I bet it's got to be rewarding, first of all, just being a part of this ministry, serving others, but I know it's got to be a good feeling when you see the look on the face of the recipient.
It is, and when you see some of the folks, and I mean, like Andy and John have probably told you, they're literally trapped in their own houses, and this gets them out.
Yeah.
And they don't need anybody to help them out of the house anymore. So
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Just to see that, they're so grateful for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you for what you,
You
all
bet.
do. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks, Randy.
So, John, I understand that, first of all, can I just say thank you for the work that you all do. Andy explained to me, and I talked to you before in the past as well, y'all explained to me this ministry and what you all are doing for people. It's just it's an absolutely great service. I mean, golly, I cannot imagine being in some of the situations, you know, like not being able to be on limited income and not being able to afford a ramp like this. And if you need that, you're disabled or whatever and need that, what a great service. So first of all, just thank you for what you all do.
Well, you're welcome, and it's a privilege to be able to serve these clients that are in need.
Absolutely.
And, I've been involved with SAWS for 11 years now here in Evansville area. And I just did it occasionally for the first several years. I've been retired for 2.5 years from paying work, so I do this now. Andy and I are co-coordinators for the Evansville, southwestern Indiana area, and it's very satisfying. It's hard work. It can take a lot of time, but as much time as you're willing to give. We have volunteers that may only volunteer once every month or two. We have volunteers that volunteer each ramp build, both for the prefabrication and the build. It's just whatever someone wants to do. But it's very satisfying to be able to help people like this gentleman here. He lives alone. His lower left leg is amputated. He's in a wheelchair. He couldn't get in and out on his own. So, and he could not afford a ramp. And so if we put him a ramp in, he can come and go as he needs to get to the doctors and everything else.
Yeah.
But it's very satisfying, and I think that many volunteers get as much or more out of it as what the client does.
Absolutely. I hear that so many times from people. We work with so many different nonprofit organizations and volunteers, and they all say that. I feel like, you know, God designed us to serve other people, and when we do that, we get a blessing out of it, right?
Absolutely. You know, when Jesus rose, he commanded his disciples to go out and spread the word and to help other people and to serve. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know, spread God's word, serve other people. And again, I feel privileged to be able to help and serve in this capacity.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely. Well, let me help you out. So I know there's a lot of everybody doing different things. What a great coordination you all have to be able to have a team like this and everybody doing something. But I want to help you out. So what do you got going on right now? What are you doing?
Right now, this last section of ramp, we are mating it up to the existing sidewalk.
Yes.
Okay. Now at the end of the ramp, we need a minimum of 4-foot square flat area for him to be able to turn his wheelchair and then come out the walk to go out the back. So what we're doing right now is I'm cutting this off to make a custom fit for the length.
Gotcha.
And then we'll put some precast concrete pavers at the end to make a really nice flat area that transcends onto the sidewalk.
Well, let me help you out here.
Okay.
What work can you put me to do?
Well, are you good at digging?
Sure, I can dig.
And Andy right now is the digging supervisor, so
Yeah?
Andy can help you dig if you want to dig.
Sure thing. I'll get in there and dig with Andy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a measure.
You can help us set this here in a moment.
Sure.
Andy, Randy wants to dig, so we'll put it. I'm sure you probably have to take more out. So.
Are you finished already? Did they already finish it up, or
Well,
you still got left?
We got to put the ramp in to measure, see where we are, And
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have to clean these trenches out, and
Okay.
we're going to probably have to clean this up, and then I think we're going to go down this way to our right
Okay.
to put another paver or two in there.
Okay, that sounds
But the first thing we got to do is make sure we got this ramp lined up and
Gotcha.
meeting where it needs to go.
good. Okay.
So,
Yeah, ain't no sense in,
So we're
in
gonna-
doing more than you
no,
need, right?
that's
So
exactly-
ever so often,
particularly on this job.
yeah, right. So just checking it out.
You
yeah.
want to be smarter rather than faster on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, right. Work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
That's what they say, right? All right, they almost got it ready there. Try it
Yeah,
out.
so we had to modify this once we saw where we're going to land
Right.
with this thing. We had to modify that, and then we'll put these paving stones in there,
Yeah, I
and we'll
saw
match
those.
that up with
Yeah.
the sidewalk. Hey, Gail, we're going to need you to move.
Ready?
You good?
Well, my name is Randy Lanham. Again, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just, so we do a show called Project Volunteer, and we just try to inspire people in their community to volunteer.
Right on.
And just, so we're just doing this episode here with the Sauls organization that came out here and helped obviously build this awesome wheelchair ramp. What do you
It is
think?
awesome.
Is it gonna make your life a whole lot easier?
Oh man, you wouldn't believe how I've been struggling. That chair worked fine when I first moved in here, and I couldn't get it inside, so it sat outside and it got ruined, you know. But Easter Seals got me a new one.
All right, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great.
awesome.
Well, what does it mean for an organization like Sauls, again, to come out here and do this for you?
And it gives me the ability to do things I need to do, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been cabin fever inside the house, you know.
Yeah, sure.
I can't even get out to go get my mail. Well, I can, but I gotta bump down the steps and take my regular chair and put it out there, and bump down the steps and get in it. And them rocks over there are a monster with a regular wheelchair.
Yeah,
This is great. It's awesome.
yeah. So you got,
I've been looking forward to it. I'm glad the weather worked out for us.
oh, it's beautiful. It's a perfect day.
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold. The rain held off. I was looking at the weather the other day thinking it might
Oh, there
rain.
ain't no way. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Well,
My birthday's next month, so it's worked out perfect.
well, it's like an early birthday present then.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
When, it ain't May 17th, is it?
It's 27th.
Mine's May 17th.
So you're still, I'm a Gemini. So.
Yeah, I'm May 17th. So, but anyway,
Well, happy birthday to you.
yeah, happy birthday to you, man. You got your new chair and you got your wheelchair ramp.
I don't know how to act. Yeah.
Man, hey, that's okay. That's okay. I just, again, we just try to inspire volunteerism in communities where people are watching. So that's why we're out here filming it. And I appreciate you talking to me
I
because
appreciate Saul, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that people help me with. It wasn't, since I got my leg cut off, it's been kind of a struggle, but I'll
Yeah.
get through there.
yeah. Now, did I understand right? Are you a veteran?
It's from diabetes, but I am a
yeah.
veteran.
Yeah, you are a veteran.
Right.
So, well, thank you for your service.
Well, that's.
Thank you for your service. I appreciate
I
that.
was just a boy then.
Yeah. Just a pup, huh?
Yep, turned 21 in the Army.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, thank
now
you for
I'm
your
gonna be
service.
57, so.
See, I thought I was older than you. I'll be 51 in May. I'm just behind you just a few years. Well, this is really cool. And what would you say to inspire volunteerism? Obviously,
Help, people need it. Help, people need it. You know, they need it.
Yeah. Yeah, when people can go out and serve like all these fine men and women out here serving today.
Well, I heard them out here this morning. I was like, man, they got a crew out here working, and they knocked it out fast. Too.
Man, ain't they doing awesome?
And it's beautiful.
And I've gotten to know them a little bit just from helping the last few hours. And I tell you what, they are fantastic people. I already feel like I know them, and I'm fixing to go eat one of their sandwiches. They don't even know it yet.
You guys got something? You need something to drink or something?
I think they brought drinks.
I got waters and Cokes, whatever, if you want something. You guys do.
Yeah, they brought them all up. So what would you like to say to all these fine men and women here?
Thank you. God bless you.
You know, the good thing about this crew that I found out that God has blessed them, and when people like us are blessed, it's good to bless other people, right?
That's what they say. I wouldn't know anymore. But
oh yeah, you did. I mean, look at your service. Look at your service when you was in the Army. I mean, you served, man. You helped other people. God blessed you, and you blessed others, man. Thank you. And thanks for doing this interview with me. I know it's sometimes weird to get a camera in front of your face, but we just
I would have dolled myself up. I knew that.
Hey, there ain't no dolling this face up, so I'm in trouble.
Well, you make me look good, though, at least.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, thanks again, man.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you,
Thank
bud.
you, guys. Thanks, everybody. Help them.
Amen.
Help them out.
God bless you, brother. Thanks, everybody, so much for watching Project Volunteer. I've had a blast here today working with the organization SAWS. I want to encourage you to get out and volunteer in your community, whatever that is. God calls us all to serve. Find your niche, find your way to serve today. Thanks for watching. And how about this hard-working crew over here? Y'all are working hard. Wave at them, y'all. Build wheelchair ramps for folks in need.